I chased that fish all the way from this point all the way around here, and finally he hit right around in here. That was quite a chase. I bet you I casted at him at least 10 or 12 times.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Pat Ogletree. I'm one of the fishing coaches here at Salt Strong, and in a recent trip I was able to fish an area that I've been wanting to fish for a very long time, and that is the Guana River up in Jacksonville. Well, actually it's just south of Jacksonville, in between Jacksonville and St. Augustine, and this place is known for gator trout. Although in this trip I didn't run into any gator trout, I did catch some of the most beautiful redfish I have ever caught in my life. Check out the video.
We got a fish right here working this weed line right here, and since I know he's there, I'm not going to throw the top water. I'm just going to go ahead and throw the jerk bait at him and see if I can get him to bite. He's right there on top. Got to figure out what direction he's facing. I can just kind of see his tail a little bit. I think he's facing the other way. There we go. Holy smokes. I chased this guy for like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know how many casts I got off to him before he finally took it. Nice one. Yeah, that's him. Mr. Bluetail. Go ahead and put this down over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Whoa. You're a trickster. Looks like we got some activity up there too. Wow. Nice fish. I chased that fish all the way from this point all the way around here, and finally he hit right around in here. That was quite a chase. I bet you I casted at him at least 10 or 12 times. But it was the Slam Shady jerk that did the trick. He wasn't interested in the Moonwalker. Moonwalker's been getting all the bites, but this one got the hook up, which is what I was thinking was going to happen. Let's go ahead and get him netted. Nice fish. Really nice fish. Let's go ahead and put that on up there. We'll keep him in the water there. Let's go ahead and wet our hands here real quick. Got that one. Really pretty fish. Like I said, I've been getting bites all morning on this Moonwalker, but I just could not get any commitments with it. So there we go. Finally got him on the Slam Shady on the jerk bait, which is what I kind of figured with this calm water, what these fish were probably going to key in on. Look at that, just a pretty fish. Got a couple spots on that side, a couple of spots on this side. Go ahead and get him going here. Yeah, rigged on the 1/8 ounce Haas Helix on the 3/0 size. Let's go ahead. Look at that. And he is out. That was a cool catch. That was very cool. But that seems to be the pattern. I'm seeing a lot of activity along these weed lines, and I'm just, keep on moving until I find something, and just been hitting it. So definitely a cool catch. So I want to give you some insight on that last fish that I had caught. So I had said I had chased him around a couple of points, and I did. I followed him for a little while. Now, what I wanted to let you know out of that, kind of the lesson to learn from that, if you stay away from that fish and you place your cast just so to where you're not going to spook them, as long as that fish is still feeding along that grass line, it's still a catchable fish. Now, if something was to happen where if you had run your line across its back and you spooked it off and it pulled away from that shoreline and you scared it, obviously that's not a catchable fish. But just make sure, and remember that whenever a fish is tailing, that means it's happy. Or whenever you see it running along this grass line feeding, that means it's happy. It doesn't really know that you're there. So just keep your distance, make your cast to where you're leading the fish, you're casting in front of the fish, and let that fish find your lure. There we go. I knew I was finally going to get one on this top water. No, stay out of the rudder. Stay out of the rudder. You are trying to get all up in my paddles, aren't you? You about done? There we go. Yeah, that is a nice one. Really, really nice one. Sweet. And that moonwalker is all up in his mouth. He wanted that thing. Finally, that was what it's going to take to get this thing, was just get one to commit. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and wet our hands here real quick. And then we're going to bring him aboard. This is just another beautiful redfish. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get him up here. Now, one bad thing about these exposed hooks. There we go. Got that there, got that there. Tell you what, just for safety reasons, I'm going to go ahead and use this. There we go. And check that out. That moonwalker is all the way in there. And I actually got him on that back hook. Go ahead and get a picture of him real quick. Look at that guy. Absolutely gorgeous. Got that moonwalker way down in there. And that is what he wanted. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Go ahead. See if we can get that hook out. That back hook out without hooking that front one. And we'll be in pretty darn good shape. Come on out, come on out. Very good. There we go. That's the old school moonwalker, the one with the that bone color. Still works. There we go. One last shot of that beautiful fish. Look at the tail on that thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and get him going here. That is one good thing about this cooler water and this fall weather, is they do not take much reviving. They are ready to go. Yeah, I'm happy finally got my topwater red. That was pretty cool. You know what? This whole cove is just full of redfish. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and just work this shoreline, and I'm gonna keep throwing this thing. I mean, why not? I think, you know, if I went to a subsurface, I probably would catch more fish, but, you know, hey, you know, I've got a problem with topwater. I'm addicted to this. I love the blow-ups. I love the bites. So why not? Let's just keep throwing this thing until they stop hitting, and then we'll switch it on up. Cool. So when you're working along these weed lines, you want to actually pay attention to these individual weeds. If you see one that's moving around a lot, it's got a little bit of a vibration to it, a lot of times that's a fish rubbing against it. So you want to definitely check that out. So always keep your eyes peeled on the actual, the weeds too. There you go. Ah, there's a couple of them in there. Okay. Go ahead and take him down. Saw him cruising that shoreline. I think these are just carbon copies of each other, to be honest with you. That was a nice fish. I saw him, he was chasing bait right here on this point, and I just kind of hung out and just waited for him to come out this way. And I switched over to the 2.0, the Slam Shady and the 2.0. Okay, so let's go ahead and wet our hands, and then we're gonna pull him on a board. Let's go up here. Usually I land him on the left-hand side, but he was ready to go on the right-hand side. So I'm not gonna argue with him. Let's see what he got. Yeah, look at it, look at this guy. Just a beautiful fish. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Definitely upper slot, maybe a little over slot, but got the Slam Shady 2.0 right down there. I got that rigged on the Haas Helix, same exact hook that I was using on the jerk shad earlier. I just took the jerk shad off and put this guy on, and I was able to intercept him. But I'll tell you what, Guana River is not disappointing. There we go. Slam Shady on the Haas. There we go. Let's go ahead and get him going. Oops. There we go. Good deal. That was a cool fish.
So as I said in the beginning, those are some of the most beautiful redfish that you'll ever see, and this place was absolutely full of them. It was definitely a trip that I will remember for a long time, and I'm so glad I got a chance to fish that area. It's absolutely beautiful. So I want to go over the gear that I was using to catch these fish, and the first thing that I want to show you is the Moonwalker lure. That is this one here. It's our proprietary lure. It's a 3.5 inch, about a ½ ounce surface walker that is one of our proprietary lures. It's made for us. Now this is the older one that is in the bone color. We don't make this one anymore, but this is the one that I was using for no particular reason other than that's what I had on the kayak that day. But this is the actual color that they come in. This is what we call our Slam Shady color. And speaking of the Slam Shady jerk is what I caught one of the other fish on, and that Slam Shady color is basically a white color that's got gold and silver in it. And in case you don't know, I'm actually a traveling fishing coach, and I go anywhere from South Texas all the way up to Virginia and all points in between. And that Slam Shady color is something that is produced for me in every single state that I've gone to. It's pretty much a universal color, and it works very, very well. And this is the other one. This is the Slam Shady 2.0, which is our 3.5 inch paddle tail, and this works really good when the bait fish are small and the fish are keyed in on smaller fish. Now we do make this in another size that's called the Bomber. That's our 5-inch paddle tail, and we've got some other lures that are coming out that are going to be really killer. That's going to fill the gap between those two. Now the way I had these rigged, this is on a Haas Helix hook, as you can see right there. It's got a little screw lock on the head of it. That's what keeps the top of the lure in place, and then it's got a belly weight on it, as you can see right there. And this was a 3/0 size and a 1/8 ounce, and this is a great presentation when it comes to keeping your lure weedless. And I was able to throw up in those weeds and pull my lure out whenever the fish came close to it. It was really what kind of saved the day, and I was able to catch a few fish off of that. So if you want to try any of the rigging hooks or the lures that I mentioned in the video, check out fishstrong.com. We have them available there, and our insiders actually get discounts off of the retail price. So look up the Moonwalker, the Slam Shady, and the Haas Helix hook at fishstrong.com. Now as far as the rods and reels that I was using, both of my spinning outfits that I was using with the soft plastics, they're both medium light 7/6. I had 2500 Daiwa BGMQ reels. They were spooled with 10-pound braid and 20-pound leader. I like the 10-pound braid because it allows me a long casting distance. Now my topwater setup was a 7-foot bait caster. I had that in a medium power with a nice soft tip on it. I like a soft tip with topwater lures. The reel was spooled with 20-pound braid, and I was using a 30-pound monofilament leader. And I like using a 30-pound monofilament leader with my topwaters because it keeps the line from sinking down so that front hook doesn't get tangled up as much. So I hope you like this video, and if you got any questions, just put them down in the comments below. And for more videos like this, go to saltstrong.com/fishing tips, where we literally have thousands of videos just like this that will show you not only some fish catching action, but there's a lot of tips in there that will help you get on more fish quicker while saving you money. So saltstrong.com/fishing tips. So as a traveling fishing coach, you never know where I'm going to end up next, and maybe I'll see you out on the water. And if I don't see you out on the water, then I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye. And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we are the best online fishing club in America, where we guarantee that you'll catch more fish in less time, and we do this through premium education and our new app called Smart Fishing Spots. This app will actually show you where and when to fish, along with so much more. And our insiders get a huge discount on all the tackle that they need to become a successful inshore fisherman. And they make friends fast, or it's free. For more information, go to saltstrong.com, and until then, we hope to see you in the insider community soon.